Hits him over the head. The old man dies, unfortunately, slowly.
Just with one hit.
What?
Knockout!
Perfection!
Toasty!
Hello and welcome to this CrabTales episode. This is an episode about White Christmas. It's Black Mirror. It's episode 4 of season 2. My name is Bryce. I'm joined by Sceatsy, Kirren,
Ayo.
and Jayson.
Ayo.
That's not fair.
No, I say that.
I
say
always do ayo.
What's up, chums?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know why they're saying these things.
So this episode, it's called White Christmas. It's about a character named Joe. Joe wakes up on Christmas morning. His work colleague is making them a meal. They're in a snowed-in cabin, right? They've been there for about 5 years, but they never really talked. So Matthew is Joe's bunk buddy. He decides that they should get to know one another, and then they start talking about how they got there in the snow cabin.
Can you use the term bunk buddy for adults? That just sounds
Of course
wrong.
you can. They're
Mainly
bunk buddies.
Matt's talking because Joe's hesitant.
He's a little held back.
Oh, he's a bit dazed. He doesn't know what's going on.
He does, because he goes out and he's like, what does he say to him? What are you doing? As if he knows him, though.
Yeah, that's... As soon as you know something, you go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He walks out there, he turns the music up. He turns the music off and he goes, what are you doing?
Turns the music off.
Why'd you look at me when it said turn the music off?
Turn the music off. Anyways.
I don't know what reference you're trying to make.
So,
The fucking end?
Okay, yeah, but...
we're at the beginning.
Yeah. Jesus.
So why are you saying, oh, I don't know what reference, but you know what
Oh,
reference?
no, I don't know why you're making that reference now. I thought you were making a reference to that. Anyway,
Wait,
also
wait.
there was a new intro sort of thing as well.
Ah.
Did like a different thing.
Oh, there was.
I also
the-
wanted to bring that up.
Okay, well I did, so fuck you.
I went, skip. It goes
you?
for like 5 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah,
skip it all the
Seriously,
time.
skip it.
Yeah.
It's 5 seconds.
I
No.
want to see the screen break.
Why not?
Yeah, but it broke in a different way.
To go.
And it was all snowy.
So
And then it
that
said,
noise.
Black
Noticed.
Mirror, White Christmas. And I was like,
Yeah, it looks cool. I liked it.
Jason liked it. So what'd you rate the episode? What'd you rate the intro?
Jesus.
So they wake up. No, he wakes up. He gets out. He goes, hey, Matt, what are you doing? But he doesn't know his name because his name's not. You don't know his name.
We already know this. You said it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm at.
He's making a roast potatoes.
He's making a roast. He's roasting some potatoes. And then he's like, hey, we've been in here for what, like 5 years now? And we don't really know much about each other.
Yeah. He's like, I used to watch people fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
That's that whole thing gone. Okay.
And then he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. That's it. Also, it's the first time, I think. Yeah, let's say it. That an American actor has been like the main starring role in this, right? So I don't think there has been like an American. There's been Americans in it, I'm pretty sure, but just as like the main role. That's
The pig?
Monroe.
The first one?
the pig. I'm not sure. Yeah. So
Never really noticed.
I don't know, just
Okay.
because his voice was just so good. I don't know.
Sure. So, I wouldn't mind a roast from him.
Can roast my potatoes.
Yeah.
They look shit. Those potatoes look
It
shit.
did look like shit.
Because he boiled them
Yeah.
and then he roasts them.
They look swampy. I thought Shrek was going to turn up for dinner. Most overrated film.
Best movie ever.
We go into the story. Skates, we throw to you.
Continue.
We fucking get nothing.
All right,
Pulling
so
teeth. Stop throwing at me.
it turns to... What's
Throw it
that
back.
young man's name?
Harry.
Harry. Young man named Harry getting dressed in his room. And he's talking to someone. Who could it be? It's Matt. Sceats. And so in this episode, they bring back the eye technology.
It's called iLink.
iLink. Okay. It works pretty much the same as the other ones, though. Like they can scroll through stuff. And
I don't think there's any rewinding or anything. If you're talking about
Like-
entire history of you,
well, but like, did you pause and look at the settings?
no. But
Oh,
but I
I
don't.
didn't.
It didn't seem like it was anywhere near the same. sort of thing. It had a couple of options. Like, I think some
it
of
had
them
a
come
lot
up
of
a bit
options.
later. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Shit. Sorry.
Jason dropped his phone.
I did. And then I caught it because I'm very good. No, so it's weird because this, like, he's communicating through it, which isn't the same as what that, like, he was
Yeah,
talking
but
to
I
him.
guess it's like jump on an IP.
He's teaching him how to pick up girls.
He's a pickup artist, except it's so... Okay, we don't find it out instantly, but there's other people watching while... So he's the main guy that helps them pick up, and then there's a group of other people also watching.
It would seem
the
as
guy.
if the way that they discuss it later as well is that there's obviously 9 people in the group and then he's the teacher. And every time one of them goes out and then Matt will teach him how to do it while the other 8 watch. And then they'll rotate through because one of them says something about, you watch me get a blowjob once.
I thought they were just past people. Because it doesn't seem like the other guy knows. The main dude.
No, it doesn't seem like it, but then later he says,
He mentions
"You can't
it.
do this while you're while you're
He
all
says,
watching."
Yeah, while you're all watching. But he
All in
lies
my
to
head.
Joe at the cabin saying that no one else is watching.
Yeah, yeah.
So he does a couple of little
It does,
lies
yeah.
back to him at the
Little
cabin.
white lies.
What? White Christmas?
It's like he's lying to someone else.
Himself.
But
Dun, dun, dun.
Harry is the guy that's going to pick up, and
Yeah.
Matt is watching him, and Matt's
It's
like, "Let's go
Christmas.
crash a Christmas party for some office people." He goes in there and he scans the room. He goes to buy a drink. He doesn't get a drink.
He does. He grabs.
He
No,
grabs an
it.
empty bottle.
He does. I know what a mate. No, not a mate of mine. Old friend of mine used to do the same thing. Make it look like you're drinking. Kind of, just grab an empty bottle. It's lame as fuck. But
you
anyway.
used to do that trick with. You used to buy the condom, take it out of the packet, put a bit of cream in it, and flick it over your shoulder.
Bryce does a mean trick with a bottle, but we'll talk about that another
That's
time.
that's another time.
Yeah.
That's $50 worth of
yeah,
mean
it's-
tricks.
It was money's money.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Did you find the bottle cap?
No, cuts my fingers sometimes. So he spies someone that he likes, which is what's her name?
Jennifer nailed it.
Because they're Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Her real name though,
Oh God.
cares?
No.
Harry Potter lady.
Natalie Tanner, I've got written here.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
Great job, everybody else except Sceats.
So go.
Yay!
Right.
Uh-oh, that's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Gavin.
no, we didn't steal it. There's
Skeets
one
has got
line.
one bit. Hey, Skeets, what is this girl from? Set him up.
You set me up too much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, another Game of Thrones character. I'm sure everyone knows this chick from other things as well, like Harry Potter.
Other
in Harry
things
Potter?
was a murder. I haven't seen other things.
Yeah.
And the Mandalorian.
Yeah, she was Osha.
Osha.
I forget how to say
I
it.
swear isn't it like almost Asher?
I don't remember how to pronounce it.
Isn't Osher that guy for The Bachelor?
Yeah, we've all seen that.
Kieran has.
Yeah, Kirren.
Anyway, so back to
Love
Black
it.
Mirror. What happens? Oh, so he goes up and he talks to Amy, Jason's favorite character of the episode.
What? I just think that he should have just stuck with Amy.
She was loving it.
She was
She
pretty
was
keen.
really feeling it, and it's one of those. I mean, the success rate would be higher if he just went with her. Although he didn't.
He wants
well,
to fall in love.
Is that what he said?
No.
And he might have went on another date if he went with her.
Or Amy?
Yeah.
Doubt it.
He had a sweet opening line too. I can't remember the exact phrasing, so
I think I wrote the line down.
Yeah, do it. It's a classic.
It's a classic line.
I think he's very awkward when he walks in. And he's like, "Did you see that guy outside on the horse? He had no shirt on. And he had a bow." And they were like, "What? That's crazy." And then that guy's instantly suspicious. Like,
Yeah. Who are you?
"Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?"
And then Matt has this cool thing where he searches people up online with facial recognition. It's like they all have their own profiles.
Yeah, it looked like Facebook or something.
And then so he can find out who they are, where they work, all sorts about them. Shit you put on Facebook.
Oh wait, we missed an
We missed a
important
bit.
part.
Go on.
This is not going to be important, I bet you.
is it about his hat?
Harry's eating in the mic and it pissed me off. He went, it's like, Put that away from the mic or
What
mute
is
it.
he eating?
I don't remember
He's
that.
eating as he watches, as he's looking up the guy's details.
Harry or
Matt
Matt?
is eating.
Matt.
Yeah.
Who's Harry?
Joe.
Harry's the main guy.
Well, John Hamm.
No, not
is
the main guy.
eating,
The okay.
and it pissed me off.
John
His lips
Hamm.
are slapping.
That's Ham, double M, by the way.
No one asked.
No one cares, eh?
He said he remembered him because of the hat that he wore. And then that guy's like, oh, yeah, maybe I do remember you. And that's what convinced him. Sorry, I just sped it up a little bit.
Good job.
What
But it
did
was kind of dumb. It's like that party could have just had his friends and no one else.
Yeah, like
Why would they just went for a random party?
they could have just thrown him straight on the bus. It's like, that was like me and my family. You're not my family.
It's like, I'm your brother. And then they get deeper and deeper.
Yeah. He's like, really? Holy shit.
when he said, like, I remember you from Kim's barbecue or whatever, I thought one of the girls was going to be Kim and it was going to cause this whole thing, but
No, they like to
They
just
tricked
skip
you.
any confrontation.
Yeah,
Just go
apparently.
straight into it.
They were trying to show the fact that, you know, with the tech and stuff that they're using, that's a cheating way to pick up girls and cheating way to get into parties and all this sort of thing. So it kind of had to work, but they had to show you how,
yeah, true.
how even knowing it's not 100% believable. And also, why didn't he look up? So Jennifer's there, right? And I don't know why this annoyed me, but Jennifer's standing there, and then Harry walks up to. Then he already says he likes this girl. It's not until later that Matt goes, I might search her up now. Why the fuck didn't he search her up
Because he
straight away?
said to give attention to the other one. It makes the.
But he could. He
Matt-
needs to search her up though.
Yeah.
I think he started doing both, but the blonde had way more, like, shit
I
popping
mean,
up.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah.
don't say that.
Come on, Matt. That's.
Sicko.
Ew, I called you Matt.
Actually, no, yeah, I think he does. He taps on both the faces and he goes to load all their stuff. But loads just the Amy, the blondies.
Because you're supposed to do that thing where you don't neglect the other girl, but the one you're interested in, you don't talk to make the other one jealous.
Well, she's an outsider. And so she doesn't
She doesn't
care.
give a fuck.
She don't give
She
a heck and
walks
frick.
off.
Harry goes and finds her after, talks to her.
They fall in love.
They fall in love. They find some things in common.
It does the old spilt drink, and then she touches his knee, and the guy's like, "Oh my god,
They're frothing.
Touching his knee.
oh, that's it. You're in then."
So
Wait,
I noticed-
wait. Skeets has got something to say.
Okay, now I'll skip it.
No, don't.
One of the people that was spectating, I just noticed his name was Fappuccino, and I that made me giggle a little bit.
Yeah,
And then-
I just thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
The other person was called. I have it here. Jason, don't butt in. Jason's got his finger
Waldo.
up like he wants to say it. I am Waldo.
yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's one of the names. So that's
Referencing another episode, which. Wait, let me just think. The first time that's happened?
maybe.
so far, I think,
Yeah, that's the first time that's happened.
unless you count that eye technology or whatever.
Nah.
This
If
is
it was
the
called the same.
This is the first one to have a few references to the other
Yeah.
episodes, which we'll say later.
Hmm.
But anyways, let's speed up this fucking scene, Bryce.
Speed up the
We
scene.
got
So
more
they
shit.
talk, and they talk about going through changes, jumping in pool. It's a transformation.
And it sounds like
Getting
she
cold.
wants to leave her job. That's what
Yeah,
they're
that's
saying.
what he's
talking
going for.
about.
It's like,
But that's not what she's
It's
going for.
a state.
Yeah.
yeah,
Change of state, I think she keeps saying.
Yeah, and then she mentions something about the voices in her head, as if like, you know, to say yes or to say no. And then,
Yeah.
you know, do I stay here or do I get another job? Do I elope? I don't know, anything like that. And then he says to listen to him. She goes for a piss.
then
We
he's
don't know that.
Yeah, okay, she could have done a deuce. We didn't see how long. But then he starts
She might be a
talking.
party pooper.
Oh, that's a good one.
he's talking to all the guys that are watching him on his date. Is it Jennifer?
Yeah.
She walks in. She sees him talking to no one, the people in his head, but she obviously doesn't know that he's being watched. And then she's like, "Come back to my place."
I think she's going to just walk
Yeah.
away. And she's like, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
I can do
He
this.
kisses him and everything.
Oh, she does too. She's like,
Gives him kisses.
little peck on the cheek. And then they go back to her place.
And it
And it
gets
wasn't a
good.
little peck.
It gets good.
Yes, this is the bit where you drop your pants.
They're drinking,
This is the
I don't
bit.
know why I said that.
having fun, laughing.
They have a few cocktails. What was in that? What?
They just have one.
Go on. They just have one.
Yeah.
Well, she brings in 2, and then they just share it for some
He
reason.
fucking chugs it. Like, have some respect.
Yeah.
He funnels it down.
Yeah, he's like, "Ooh, let's do a funnel for this one." That poor guy. And then she has the voices in her head, but not the same voices that he has in his head because he's not crazy. So she take a big gulp and then put the
Probably him.
No, she.
she gulps.
He's been a
I
hog.
was just confused why she wasn't showing signs of.
Yeah, she's
she
not
wasn't bleeding
coughing
from
and
the mouth or
sputtering.
nothing, but she was
Enjoying it.
Maybe
talking
she's
for
done it
like 5
before.
minutes.
He was. He only had a little sip, and he starts going. She has
Yeah.
a
He
little
was bleeding
sip,
and stuff.
and then she finishes him off. Like pours the whole thing down.
I don't think she has a little sip. She has a couple gulps.
Yeah.
No, I suppose it's a little sip, but maybe it is. I mean, still, he had a little sip, so she should show the same. Blah, 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 blah. She should show the same signs.
Yeah.
Holy crap! As
She's
he did.
embracing it.
Well, just accepting
She's
it.
done this before. Wait, what?
If you get shot, you're not like, well, I embraced the bullet, so I'm not going to bleed out. I mean, it's still the same thing.
Where'd the funnel come from?
Had it in a
Put
handbag.
it in under the bed. I don't know.
You don't have a funnel.
You
under
don't
your
keep
bed?
one.
Not anymore.
But she's calming him down, saying it's just a state change.
Yeah.
And he's coughing up blood.
Harry's dead at this point, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because she puts the funnel in his mouth and he has to chug the entire thing.
Yeah.
It looks yum. I was actually hungry.
I mean, do you lose all motor functions when you have a sip of that? I mean,
I don't know what it was.
I don't
It
know.
Yeah.
what poison
looked like a
works.
pina colada.
I don't know.
He wanted another sip because he didn't know if that was the cause.
Is that the thing poisoning me?
is it
I'm not
her?
sure. Let me just have this funnel, and I'll find out.
And then so Matt, he takes like some SD cards and stuff, and he's gonna burn. I'm guessing he's gonna burn, or
says
he
it,
pours
yeah.
lighter fluid on it.
Yeah.
He goes to go downstairs. He kicks some kids' toys. His wife comes out and is like, "Hey, what are you doing, buddy?" And then she finds out about what he was doing.
Yeah.
I reckon he's done it before.
He's a
And maybe-
love guru. That's what
yeah.
he was.
He probably said he wasn't going to do it anymore and he's
Yeah.
caught out. So why else would you be carrying around the computer at that time of night?
He was very much hiding it, and the fact that she spotted him with it, she was like, oh, "You're doing it again," sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because that's not a normal reaction to someone carrying around a bin. It's like, "What are you doing?"
He was holding a computer, wasn't he?
I thought he put it in a
That was
bin
the
or
bin.
something.
He put him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bunch of little things that he threw in the bin.
I'm gaming.
One thing that I like, just look at quick glance at my notes is when Harry goes to pee in the urinal and then it cuts to the potatoes and it looks it's
yeah.
like pissing in the potatoes. So
That reminded me of Kirren. I don't. That's a weird way to say it.
That's good.
Just the
Okay.
you like cuts like that.
All right.
Did you not? Do you remember it?
No.
Oh, really? It just has him peeing, and
Yeah,
then it
so-
has the sizzling on the potatoes with
Yeah.
the water and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. I do
So,
like that.
Very similar.
Breaking
sound.
Baddy stuff.
Yeah, that sort of style. That was kind of cool.
And then, she blocks him.
Does she block him? Yeah, she blocks him.
Oh yeah, the wife blocks
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
I wrote blocked.
That might be the note.
And then we'll go back to the cabin and Joe's like, "Wow, what is it? That's your job, watching people or getting people to pick up people." And he's like, "That's not my job." And then it cuts to a new scene.
As he's also cuts to a new scene.
Then it cuts to a new scene. And what's this new lady's name?
Didn't get that one.
Really?
Streisand?
We'll
Yeah.
call her the crazy.
Let's say Alexa. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Wait,
You look like a Sophie to me.
Alexa's
Sophie.
like a speaky thingy.
Yeah, I know what it is, dickhead.
Clever.
Anyways.
Sophie's not clever.
so she
Did you look it up?
I am
She-
looking it up.
she's sitting in a hospital bed, and she's like narrating herself.
Greta.
That's her thought. She can.
But like it's like you don't know it's her thought. Like it's her thoughts, but she's like not narrate. Yeah,
Obviously,
I guess
it's her thoughts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, but it's like, at what other point do you see this ever?
You watch any
Yeah.
show and you hear that, you know that's her thought. So, it's
So
a
she's
bit
speaking away.
burnt.
And then lady brings in some breakfast and stuff, and she's like, "Cool, I get to eat." And then the toast is a bit burnt, so she's like, "Oh, it's not quite how I like it."
It's not burnt at all.
It looks
Sorry,
fine. It
for
looks,
her.
It's done perfectly well
No,
done.
well, she does say she likes it underdone,
well, she
so
should have
it's
said
perfect
that.
toast. Yeah.
It's fucking toast.
And then they take what they call a cookie out of her head, which is just a chip that they put in there a week earlier to track all her thoughts.
A copy of the mind.
A copy of the
I thought
mind.
the thing she was in was the cookie. not the thing they
Yeah,
take.
that's what I thought.
Like the little egg thing is the cookie, and then the thing they take out isn't that. That's what I thought. Sorry, I don't know if that's right or wrong.
But I wrote
Just what-
extracting cookie.
No,
Okay,
because
maybe.
later they talk about the cookie.
Hungry.
It is. Anyway, so take the cookie out of her head, and then they put it in what looks like a little air freshener, right?
You're correct.
Yeah, little,
way to
little air
describe it,
freshener,
yeah.
Bryce has got his
Little-
hand out like he's holding a little egg.
Like
and
a little
he's,
egg.
he's sealed it for some reason. Don't let the cookie out.
No
He's
cookies.
dropped it. Oh, God,
Oh,
it's all over
gosh.
the floor
Cookie's
now.
dead.
I dropped my
Ah.
cookie. And then so this is where Matt comes into this. So Matt's talking to what are we calling her? Sophie?
No, her name's
I like
Greta.
Alexa.
Greta.
Her name's Greta.
We
Name's
said Greta
Greta.
at the start.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't.
Yeah,
listen.
nice wink. That was good. Wait.
My winky's
talking
out.
to
Sorry,
Greta.
guys.
Where am
Like if
I?
this isn't filmed.
Why am I here? What am I? And he's like, oh, you're not you. You're a copy of you. You're this. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm me. And then he's like, blow on me. And she can't. And he's like, see?
That old trick. I use that one too.
Yeah, no, I get caught by that one all the time. I'll tell you what.
And then he gives her, she makes her materialize in her own little system. And so she can finally see that she's her, but she's in this special room that's inside the cookie.
Help desk.
Like a help desk. They're trying to make her job that she has to, pretty much for her real self, she has to be an assistant. And because she knows what she likes the most, she's meant to assist herself in living comfortably.
So she was
That'll
in there in her own brain for a week,
Yeah.
and then she kind of, I guess that's how they copied the stuff from the week of the things she would like, which would argue it's like, what if?
It changes.
Yeah, like
That's
what
what
if
I
you
was
had
thinking.
something different?
I mean, I guess you could
She's on a
still
diet.
learn.
Although, like, I didn't like the Waldo moment a week ago and a year ago, so maybe things don't change.
That was good.
Sorry.
But I have one question, because she starts to freak out. She's like, I'm not doing this because this isn't right or whatever. Wouldn't she knows what she's doing, Greta, the real Greta. She knows that she's like, hey, I want to get this thing so I can get an assistant.
Plot hole.
Yeah.
But okay, sorry, go.
So when she gets the cookie copy of her, she should be like, oh, I'm the copy that I went to go get for me to have an
I see what you're
assistant.
saying.
So she should know that she is the assistant unless she's that stupid.
Unless it's like more of they're only copying habits. They're not copying like things that she's thought of or done or something.
She knows
like
who
that.
she is.
How do you pick and choose that?
Technology.
Like, because how could she remember what toast she liked? Because it's like a memory thing, right?
Unless they just do that thing where they just look through it and they go, okay, anything about this we're cutting out. But then why would you do that? Because that would help.
No,
the situation.
which for later in the episode wouldn't, because he remembers.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because so then they would have to cut. So that you can cut it out. You can pick and choose what they remember. In a way.
She's in the cookie, so she refuses to do the things to become the assistant. So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to punish you pretty much, and puts her in 3 months worth of solitary, 3 weeks worth of solitary, which is for him, it's seconds.
It's
like
almost
10
a bite of
seconds.
toast long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bite of toast that never
Is it-
happened.
Plain unbuttered toast.
Or is it? Dun,
Fucking
dun.
crazy.
Dun.
But he doesn't like to eat when he's talking to people. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a
He
minute.
does.
Yeah,
Nice.
but he takes the bite, and then the bite's not taken.
Yeah, it regenerates.
Anyway, we
is it?
skipped ahead.
Skipped ahead. Anyway, so we
Yes.
skipped 3 weeks ahead, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, I don't leave me, like, don't lock me away here." And then he's like, "All right, you ready to be the assistant?" She's like, "No, I'm not doing that." And so he puts her down for.
6 months. Doesn't
Six-
give her a chance to really.
I mean, no, he said, and she
Yeah.
went, "No, I'm not
Asked
doing that."
once, and she was like, no.
I mean, to be fair, it's like she's not real, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, "I don't care," and so he puts her down for 6 months,
Yes.
and then she comes back, and she's not having a great time.
He talks about breaking him.
Yeah.
And he says if he makes them go insane or fully breaks them, they're used in video games, like war video games,
Which
as cannon fodder. You guys missed that?
they said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the episode?
Did you?
Which I wonder how
Maybe
that
you had
works.
a cookie in your head.
Maybe.
I wonder how that works in video
why,
games. It's
why
like,
would you want a real person running around?
it's like even then, it's like if they die in the game, do they come back?
Surely that'd be a better
like-
job than running the house.
We'll just let him
You
roll
never
with
know.
it.
Just don't have-
I'd rather that.
So then, after 6 months, she's like, "Okay, I'm bored as fuck. I'm ready to do this." And she,
Please let me do something.
please let me do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's a good little cookie.
Oh,
Oh, you write that down
well
too,
done.
didn't you?
No
I wish I
way.
did. I came up with that just
Fuck
then.
off.
I'm
No
smart as
way.
fuck.
and she fucking does the right temperature on her fucking toast. Which
Right
is not
temperature on the
right.
toast, and she like. Could you imagine waking up to that song in the morning though?
That
It
pissed me
just
off.
got hell loud.
Yeah,
I
that was
like,
pretty
"Oof."
brutal.
Like at one stage, it sounds like a great idea, right? So, oh yeah, play this song every morning. And it's at one stage, you don't know what that person's feeling at the time. You could be pissed off. You could have not had a good night's sleep. So fucking fuck off.
But maybe it watches so much that it can tell because it is them. You
I reckon
know?
if I still watched me, I wouldn't know if I was grumpy or not.
When she wakes up and she comes downstairs, I instantly hated her. She doesn't even look at Matt. Then she goes straight, like really snobby. I guess because she's rich. It looks like she's rich in that house. And goes straight to the cupboard. What?
Go on. Yeah.
Well, you pointed, and then
But
you pointed.
he has a story to tell her, doesn't she?
Yeah, but we're skipping ahead.
No.
Ah.
So the idea also is, do you think that she knows that it's a copy of her?
I don't think so.
Guessing she doesn't.
I don't think she does, because I think she thinks that it's just like, oh, it's just gonna this thing is just gonna do the things that you
Copies
like,
my thoughts.
and then it's just gonna start playing them. But that's what they tell her.
It has
But really,
the same
them-
voice as I do.
She can't hear it. She can't
Yeah,
hear
it
it.
doesn't because when it puts up like the her itinerary for the day or whatever,
Yeah.
it has it in like a Siri sort of voice. It doesn't
That's
have
her
it in
voice,
Was
I'm
it?
pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a Siri voice.
Even if it was her voice, they could just say, "Oh, we just used it." Oh,
She knows
it
it's
more
linked
comfortable.
because she pulls off the thing when he says it's done.
yeah, but she knows that it's the things that she likes.
Yeah.
It's coming from her. It's coming from her mind. But she doesn't know that she's literally been copied, and then her copy is doing all that stuff.
Also-
because the only person that can hear her is Matt, because he's got the earphone in. So he's talking to her and communicating and goes, "You better make sure you do all the things, otherwise bad things happen." And she goes, "Okay." And then he's like, "All right, my job's done," and takes the ear thing out. She knows no different.
Oh.
One more
I just
thing as
assumed,
well.
yeah, it was like speakerphone. She can just talk to this thing. And
Bluetooth.
okay.
If it didn't work, would they have a copy? And why would the copy act any differently? Does that now never work for that girl?
You could probably try the tactics different of like, do 1 week and then, I don't know, take away her body. So it goes even crazier or something. I don't know. There's probably different ways to do it until it works.
I'm just curious because she comes downstairs like, "Oh, is it ready?" So, "Oh, I have to take it back, and then I'll come back and do it again."
They probably have copies, right? Copies of the
You
copy.
think they would make a copy
And
of the
she's
copy?
he's setting it up downstairs, and
What?
then
Yeah.
she's just napping.
Why would she be
What is it about
asleep?
that?
I don't know. And then she was, oh, how shocked she was to see her sleeping. I was like, wait, is she dead? But it's just her reacting to actually seeing herself.
It is a weird thing instead of him being there while she's having a nap. It doesn't make any sense. And that fucking toast thing annoyed me because of the fact of how underdone it is, and when he takes a bite out of it, it sounds like the crunchiest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Why? And it's, as Matt said, no butter, nothing is on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
he
what
just
the shit?
eats it.
I have done that before, and it's just dry mouth. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, God.
Harry looks across, likes what he sees as she's getting something out of the fridge.
What?
What about Matt?
Yeah, I was like, Harry.
John Ham.
Yeah.
John Ham with a
Johnny?
double M.
What's Harry, the guy from the first story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry's alive again. What
Harry's
the hell?
dead. Anyway, yeah, Matt looks across. He's like, there was a guy. Wait, I got the exact quote for this one too. This guy with his shirt off riding a horse in the middle of the street. Then it just cuts, doesn't it?
Yeah,
He doesn't. I wanted to know if he had the bow that time.
Do you reckon he banged her?
Definitely.
Probably.
I mean, he's the love guru.
And then the cookie watches. It's so fucked up.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Huh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Records
I know-
it, posts it on the net.
That actually would have been a funny thing if the cookie said something about what she really likes, and then he used that against her on the
That's-
real
yeah.
one.
Like, he asked her, he's like, do you like walks on the beach? And she's like, yeah. Okay, cool. And then he starts talking to her about
Mutes the
that.
cookie.
Yeah.
Pina coladas. Getting caught in the rain.
Shut up, Bryce.
Then it goes back to the cabin again, and they have a talk, and they have some food, and
Joe's loving it, rubbing his belly.
rubbing his belly,
he's
loving it.
drinking a
He's
lot.
getting mag. What are they drinking?
Ah.
Like port? Is
It
that
looks
just
like
wine?
something gross.
He's just smashing it back. Then he decides to tell his story.
He wants to have a little laugh. Wants to giggle with his new mate, Harry.
Very funny story,
I'm
this guy. Dickhead. Sceats,
So he's-
what happens next?
Stop it.
You got notes, right?
You've
Skeets?
got notes.
I
Fucking
didn't do a
say
play-by-play.
something.
What happens?
What notes do you have?
You don't have a memory. Do you watch something and
No,
instantly
I
go?
don't have a memory.
Well, let's get through the thing and then we can go through his notes. All right, go.
Okay.
Keep going.
Joe? Oh, he never liked me. Her father
Right.
never liked me.
Joe hasn't met you, Bryce. He might like you.
I don't reckon he will.
So that's
but,
his quote.
you know.
So his father never liked him. Her father never liked him. And her, what's her name?
Bethany.
Bethany.
Nice.
Bethany is Joe's
Name
partner.
guy. I know all the
And
names.
so it does a little like
Montage type thing.
Is it a montage? Yeah.
They're just showing
it
how
shows
they
time
were
passing
together.
and stuff, and they do some karaoke, and then a song comes back up from the second episode. If anyone remembers it,
15
Jason,
million merits.
sing it.
Anyone?
Let's go.
That's it.
Anyone?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
goes?
right.
I care.
Yeah. And everyone's booing her, and then she goes, I can sing.
What else did
Nice.
you say?
That's it.
Oh,
I'm a good singer.
So then
Never get sick of it.
karaoke. Then they're at dinner. Two of Bethany's work colleague ladies. No, a lady and a man.
guy and a girl.
There's a guy and a
he was
girl.
man.
So the guy and the girl, they're dating, and then there's Bethany and Joe, and they're together. Bethany's having a few extra bevies. She doesn't seem to be
It's
loving
weird
it
because
that
you don't
much.
see her having the few extra. He's having the few extra because he's like, he tops her up.
Yeah.
So it was just,
And they polished off 2 bottles at that point. He's like, oh, another one down.
been there, done that.
Hey, yo.
Bethany wasn't there though.
No,
That
she was. It was just me.
different.
He goes to bed. And then he's taking out the trash, and trash falls over the
Does
ground
it terribly. The way he pulls
Yeah.
up the bag.
like an animal.
Have you ever emptied the trash? It's already ripped. You can see it.
Tin of tomatoes that's clean, pulls out a, what's it called? Pregnancy test.
Yes.
Is that the same pregnancy
Yes,
test?
it is.
So there,
Yep.
that's a throwback as well then,
Oh, true.
from episode 1 of season 2.
Yes.
So
From
when Be Right Back.
Yeah,
from
right.
I Made a Second
Oh.
Ginger Man.
Yes, that's what we called it. The gingerbread house.
Gingerbread man. Be right back.
That's what the episode
Why
was.
is it the house?
I don't know. It just does it.
But that is the same. The little babies
Yeah.
like dancing around.
But then
Google Gaga.
he goes into the room and he's like, Bethany, is this yours? And she's like, what is mine? No. Pregnancy test. Is
Where
this
the
yours?
acting goes.
And she's like, I'm
Didn't like
27. I'm 27. I'm not ready to have a baby.
He's like 40. Just looking at him. Oh, it's her saying that.
Yeah, she
saying
says that.
She's not 27.
Which, yeah, it's crazy,
She's
right?
probably like
Questioning
28.
people's ages.
She's 28.
She blocks him, and he gets blocked, which means he looks like. Is it static? Would you call it static?
It's
It's not. It's like black
No.
and white.
it's almost like a cell shaded static. It's really weird.
Yeah, it does their entire outline. It takes their voice and it goes.
The reverse of thermal goggles.
Sure.
No, it's not at all.
So then it's
Night
like you're
vision
seeing.
goggles,
It's like you're
but,
seeing
like, wrong.
like gas in thermal vision. It almost looks like those.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he and then it's. I like what they did there. And he picks up the flower pot and he's like saying stuff. You can't hear him, and then he smashes that against the wall. And it's like they did that loud. And I was like, oh. If anyone, no one, okay.
I mean, I know that happened. I don't know if I would say I liked it.
But it's like a thing where it's like it's all muffled and you can't hear anything, and then that's just smashing,
yeah,
and that's
okay,
all
okay.
clear,
I
and
know
it's
what
like,
you mean.
hey. And then so next morning she bails from the house, and he wakes up on the couch. He goes out the front. He's like, "Hey, don't leave. Let's talk about this." But he's still blocked.
Well, she did say the night before, I'll just do it I'll do it until tomorrow. I'll do it for a second. I just need to think.
Ah, yeah.
Long second.
It looks annoying. Like, to do it to someone, it looked annoying for her to see the same thing that he sees.
To see the blob as well. Just,
And their voice is just irritating
Yeah.
when they try to talk.
True.
And then doesn't see her for months, and then he sees,
long time.
and then he's just out
No, he
doing his
goes.
thing.
No, first of all, he goes to the friends.
Oh yeah, he goes to the
Ask the
friends, and they're
friends.
like,
You can't see her in pictures or
she
anything.
resigned.
He's complaining about that.
yeah,
And then
the only memories he
Matt
has
knows
of her.
the same thing.
Same experience.
Oh yeah, because his wife blocked.
Not Matt Skeets, Matt, the
Yeah.
guy in the episode.
Yeah, Matt Skeets' wife
Yeah.
blocked him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now Matt can't see her face
Yeah, and it well,
through the window, but that's a whole different thing.
What are we talking about?
because that kind of comes up with a bit of the door. Well, you don't know if it's a daughter, but the child is born, and then he can't see the child as well because
spots her in the
offsprings.
public.
Yeah, well, so he spots her in public first.
She's still pregnant at.
She would also be able to spot him just as easily as he spotted her.
He was in the car.
Oh, that's so
He was in the
invisible.
car, yeah, but yeah, maybe she blocks a lot of people. You don't know.
I don't know. So he runs up and he's like, and she's like, what the fuck? And he gets arrested. And then she gets like, it makes it legal. So he's not allowed to be within 10 meters of her. Otherwise, GPS tells the police that he's there. And then he gets arrested.
And he signs with his finger.
And then the paper like moved. It started writing shit out when he put his thumbs down to get him scanned. Did you see that?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so
Crazy. Future. Anyways, so then the thing about doing this is you can't see the kids. Anyways, so
Can the kids see him? Seems annoying if
No,
the parent can just
yeah.
block
No, he
whoever
probably
the parent
can't.
blocks.
he probably
That's
can't.
dumb.
The kid can't see him.
I guess not, because he can't see them.
Oh, wait, yeah,
So
yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
otherwise, the kid would be like, "Hey, look, a person," rather than "Hey, look, a."
She would be more inclined to go towards the blob. Oh,
So she's
Blobby.
staying at his dad. She's staying at her dad's with the kid, and
she goes there for Christmas.
there
she
every
goes there.
Christmas.
Sorry, yeah, my bad. She goes there for Christmas every year. Joe is like, that's the only time I can see her, so he goes out and hides in the woods. It's like, at that point, do you think he's losing his mind? At that point,
I mean, I think the fact that he even went there once is
no, he
kind
admits it.
it was
He
very
says about-
stalkerish or something.
But he says it, yeah.
yeah.
At the workplace, he says that was stalkerish, waiting for her. And then did you mention as well at the workplace, he asked the friends that were at dinner, and then the girlfriend was about to say something, and he held her back. He's like, oh, no.
He just says leave it. Just
Yeah.
leave it.
She obviously wouldn't have told them. Those two what happened. I don't think
reckon?
she told it. I don't think so. What would she even say?
surely not.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want the baby, but for some reason I'm keeping it now.
yeah, it's a bit weird.
So year after year, he goes back, and after 4 or 5 years, he gives the kid a gift, and then he's
Stupid rabbit.
it's a little wooden rabbit. It's kind of
Who
cute.
wants it?
And then he's watching the news. Oh, he's flicking through TV, and what happens on TV? What's your name? Skeetsy.
The chick died in a what was it, car accident?
No,
What about
Oh
before
my
that?
god.
What?
no.
There's two. The channels. Did you look at the channels he was switching through?
Oh yeah, right.
It's obvious.
I guess
Scotland had a snowstorm.
Yeah. What was that
I'm
about?
trying to
that's
think what it
crazy.
was. They had Hot Shot.
Yep.
And was it the other dude that, like from the Blubberguts show? Was that host?
It was tonight for 1 week only, which Waldo,
was that guy?
was Waldo's thing. Yeah.
Oh.
And Hot Shot.
Oh, and
the song.
And there was
as
a third
well,
one.
when the news is going on, it says Liam Monroe says his Twitter was hacked. Which
Okay.
I didn't see that.
is it old Liam Monroe? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
the current age Liam?
You would argue it has to be the current one. I mean,
The old one, but then how much older is he?
Yeah.
are you saying old as in he's old, or old
No,
as
has he
in
been
like,
in the job for ages or something? It'd be interesting if they put like Prime Minister Liam Monroe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because the technology, you compare it to the Twitter technology in Waldo to what's going on in this. Very different.
But you would argue it's supposed to, because like the way the other episode finished, like the Waldo one was in the future, so that's the now, right? It's the future. Monroe.
So sometime in that space, they put the stuff in the head that blocks people and the little...
Yeah,
But they say they put it in everyone.
everyone
And
has.
you can't
it.
get rid of it.
That was one of the weird ones. Every single person has it. You kind of have to have it because I guess you can't. Otherwise, you can't block certain
Oh.
people because they don't have it, because then they would still be able to see you.
Because you said in the other episode they treat her weird because she doesn't have the thing in her head.
Oh, the entire history of you. But I guess this is like a before this then. Like that's almost like a tester. And it's like
Early
and then
stages.
and the advanced,
Yeah.
and the advanced.
These ones are in the temple. These
Yeah,
cookies,
true.
or is that just something that they put in there when they take?
That's the cookie though. That's not the eye technology.
So that's,
That little
that's
sticker
Eye
thing.
link is completely different
Okay.
than that.
What part are we at?
Oh yeah, the car accident or whatever
Oh,
it
yeah,
was.
The car accident.
I don't know. Was it a bus or something?
There was 26 people who
Because there was a
died.
lot
thought
of
it was a
people that
train.
died. Train?
Was it not a train? Pretty sure it was a train.
Could have been. We'll go with that.
Choo.
A lot of people died. So he's flicking through the TV, and then he sees her face on the television, and he's like, hold on, because it's been a few years since he's actually been able to see her. And he's like, it's her. And then, but
I don't understand the whole thing of like if someone dies, then all of a sudden that turns off.
maybe because it's not getting power from the body, maybe then it's like it's not sending a signal, so then it's like, boom.
If that girl said, "I'm gonna
Or
block you
because
forever,"
they've identified the body, they've turned off the stuff.
then I would just. I mean, if he really missed her that much, he could just kill her and then look at the pictures.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it's just
He's like, well, I'm going to go see my daughter. And so he goes to
Beth's
cabin. Beth? Is it Beth? He
Yeah.
goes to
Beth's
Beth's
father.
dad's house, place, cabin in the woods.
great movie.
Shit movie. Goes there and he sees his daughter. Well, what's meant to be his daughter. She's making a snowman. And he walks up and he's like, hello, sweetie. And she turns around and he's like, his daughter is Asian. Turns out, bum, bum, bum. Can you tell me who was Asian earlier in the episode?
Nope.
Yeah.
We didn't mention it, but the dude was
The dude.
the
was the
work
friend.
colleague.
The work colleague that when they were having dinner, the four of them. The work colleague was Asian. So then it does a little flashback,
The song again as well. It was
it
like
does too.
Understand.
As if she's singing it to the Asian guy.
Yeah.
Knows what love is.
Well, or is she suggesting the fact that if you know what love is, you will understand, which is in the lyrics of the song, is that you got to understand why I blocked you because I loved you so much I didn't want to break your heart. Bang. Fucking love.
Yeah, that's really not
Dude,
breaking his
Yeah,
heart.
don't-
I mean,
That's really doing
it's
such a
that
nice
argument. What's worse? Is it telling him that the kid wasn't his and saying that I cheated on you, or just kind of blocking you and being like, go live your life and do your thing?
Why didn't she just get the abortion? And then everyone would have been happy.
Kill a baby, maybe.
Also, I would just tell him it would be easier to do that. She's a coward.
Yeah, but it seems that a
I'm not
lot.
saying it was the right thing to do.
You think she's the main character? She should have done
It
it.
seems like a lot of women in this show don't know how to communicate properly, or men. Really, anyone in this. It seems.
Yeah.
Let me try again. It seems that people in this show don't know how to communicate properly.
Mainly women.
Mainly. It seems that people in this show don't really know how to communicate properly. Or is it just me?
No, it's women.
All that standing.
Oh gosh.
Only when you do it, though.
Oh yeah.
Sexist. The dad's hell nice. I thought
Oh,
he's like
yeah.
getting. He's like you can.
he should communicate better.
Well, he's holding a knife.
You don't
Yes.
see him be an asshole at all, or you don't see any kind of hint of the fact that he didn't like him. Because he says that, and he's like, oh, he never liked me. But there's no sign of that at all.
Also, he's batshit crazy. So he goes and he sits down with his snow globe and he's like, I want to see my daughter. I want to see my daughter. And then the old man's like, you don't have a daughter. Bethany's dead. Get out of here.
Why the fuck did he just blow that out right in front of the daughter as well? I mean, the
Maybe she
daughter knows that her mum's name's Bethany, right? And then he just randomly just yells it in front of the kid, like, just a bit weird.
He's just saying there's nothing for you here.
Yeah, but
for
why
you here.
didn't they say it in front of the kid?
It's like, surely this guy would know, like, they would have been together for a while. And obviously he'd be grieving the death. Like, he's not, like, there's no, like, middle ground for this old guy. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Right?
I don't know how far
I guess
after
it had
it
been
is.
like 5 or 6 years at that point. kind of just forgotten about him. I don't know.
You
He
mean-
could have let him down a bit easier though.
He definitely.
I
I
did.
just
Yeah.
I thought the way he said it in front of the kid was a bit weird. That's the only I don't know why he has to say it like that. Or he can tell her to leave or go play for a second, then say it and tell
in
him
the
to
snow.
leave.
Maybe
And
they
then
felt the
he
episode.
could be no.
Maybe they felt the episode went on for too long, so they were just like, hit him over the head with a snow globe. That'd be cool.
That was it.
And that was it. Hits him over the head. The old man dies, unfortunately, slowly.
Just with one hit.
What?
Knockout.
Perfection. And then Joe goes off into the snow.
At that point, you realize that where they are outside of the story, they're in
Yeah.
Best Dad's house.
Yeah. So if like the scene changes a little bit, but stays the same. The cabin that they're in, the snow cabin, it's Beth's dad's house.
Yeah.
Like
You notice the clock and everything. He
the
pointed
clock.
out.
Yeah, but there's Christmas decorations up in the now times.
Every single story has Christmas stuff as well. There's always Christmas cards, Christmas party.
I'm pretty sure it's all like I think that every
Wait.
single bit is Christmas.
Yeah,
They
what's the
should have
episode?
called it something
Yeah,
Christmas.
like I don't know why they wouldn't.
Like
Waldo's Christmas.
Yeah.
yellow Christmas.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense. Can you
Yeah.
explain?
Yeah.
Because like snow cones when you pee in the snow, yellow.
Oh,
Makes
nice save.
Save.
Nice shave.
Shave. You notice?
So after that, then
I guess the thing about we're going back to the arsehole thing, or the dad could be an arsehole. He threw out all the letters that he was
Oh,
sending.
that's right, he was
so
sending
You could
letters.
argue he may have not have liked him because of that.
so then Joe finds himself going to the closest bar and drinking himself into being a bum.
Yeah,
And,
there's a common
yeah.
theme in the show where people become bums with beards.
So Joe gets picked up by the police, and then he doesn't talk at all, and they lock him up. And then that's when you find out that
The clock has birds on
the
it.
clock has birds on it. It goes bing bong, and Joe's like, "I know that clock." What? Matt's like, "Do you confess?" Because he's been telling the story. Joe's been telling this story to Matt, and then Matt's like, "Do you confess?" And then
He asked him about
He's
the
asking her
daughter.
what happened.
what happened to the?
Yeah, where did she go? What happened to her?
He's just. I mean, he's just presuming.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know how he knew.
Oh, she's. Oh.
She just wandered off. And
She walked off and she.
she didn't get far.
She didn't. But I mean, she's a little kid. She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know that
And plus, there was a lot of snow.
Yeah, you can't just walk out. Like she goes and plays in the snow all the time.
I mean, what's
I'm
she
gonna
gonna
play
do?
in there for life.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life, it's gonna be a fun time.
She could have ate food out of the cupboard, called someone up. Hello, daddy. Not, yeah, she could have called daddy, not grandpa.
Not
Yeah,
Gramps.
No.
She
Hey,
gave me a gift though.
Grandpa, and yeah,
He did.
yeah.
So then Joe
So why
Joe
are you
can
so still? Then she puts his pants back on.
what the fuck?
That was a weird scene.
Damn.
Joe confesses to murdering the old man,
Pops.
and then Matt's like, "I told you I could do it. I'm coming out." He's like, "Sorry, Joe," and then he vanishes, and then Joe's like, "What the fuck?" And it's at that point you're like, "Wait, what just happened?"
So then
I
he
was questioning it the whole time. They said they've been there 5 years, but they don't fucking talk to each other.
Weird, isn't it?
I guess it eventually gets resolved.
And that's at the point where Matt wakes up and he's in a police station, and he's been in one of those cookies. Turns out that he's arrested. He's been contained. He was not talking, so they put a cookie in him, took a cookie out of him, whichever way it works. And then they interrogated the cookie, and using the technique that Matt used on breaking in the house assistant, he put him under for 5 years, and that's how he got familiar with him, in a way. Does that mean Matt put himself under for 5 years?
No, the time was quick though. Maybe Matt doesn't feel the same time. Maybe Matt just feels the 5 minutes.
There was a point where he looked at the clock and then like time went backwards or something. He looked away and looked back, and it was like
Yeah,
8 hours had passed or
I
something.
thought it was a mistake. I was like, oh, they didn't do the clock right on both scenes, but I think that was the
I don't know.
thing.
Maybe that's why. Like
Yeah.
he's popping in and out,
Or they fucked up the time.
and they could have.
But no,
Fuck
I
up the
think
toast.
you're right. I think that was the idea because he mentions about like being there for 5 years, and it hasn't been 5 years.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like in real time. So it was
Then he goes-
1,000. Sorry, it was 1,827 days. I don't know how many.
The cop goes up and says to Joe,
Joe.
that you've just confessed.
Yeah, you've just confessed by that thing we took out. That, yeah,
So that's
just kind of rude.
Is that legal?
But like, what if he is insane though? And it's like, so all the thoughts that get put into that, like, he could think up stuff. He could think that he did that without actually doing it.
They're putting visuals in his head as well. They're
Yeah.
showing the dead kid on the thing. They're doing a lot of little things to kind of remind him of the cabin and stuff. So like it could manipulate the way he thinks about stuff.
Yeah.
So he could think about, well, maybe I did do that. Maybe that's the way that happened.
Just I look at it and I'm like, how hard is it to work it out? The thing says from Daddy. He's been hit in the head. It's got blood on it. Does he take the snow globe with him? How hard is it to?
Maybe you can't do fingerprints in those days.
It just seemed like so much effort for someone that's only
You
hit someone
need-
on the head.
I think the problem is like in a lot of
Only
those.
He doesn't brutally murder him.
But he murders
he
them
does.
nonetheless. And then the girl dies.
That's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault, but,
They,
you know.
I mean, you find it a bit
It is
later
England.
with Matt as well, but because he didn't report anything about the little girl and suggest that she's by herself, which apparently is a crime as well. But I think the reason that they're doing the cookie thing is they need an actual confession, because it's not like 100% like, okay, we got this guy. It's like when he confesses, then you got him, but they need that confession. And that's why they want it. Which then, what is that a legit confession? It's not even him. I mean, it is him, but it's a copy of him.
Copy of him, but you
So
don't know how,
that's-
like, it could be broken. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
so it's weird that, and then these cops think they're so clever because they did it. Fucking got ya, prick.
And so
Why did he tell real stories too? Matt, why did he
Yeah,
tell?
but
Why
he-
did he make up?
He
shit?
even lied to the copy, which is weird. Like he left out little bits of the but I guess maybe
But
the
that's
police
still
are listening in.
prosecuted him.
No, but the police already know. That's why. So
Yeah, they knew the
Matt
original
mentioned
thing.
yeah,
Find out why Matt's doing that.
Matt's doing that as part of a deal,
Plea bargain.
a
or
plea,
something,
but
wasn't
yeah, to not get prosecuted for his.
He witnessed a murder.
He witnessed. Oh yeah, he didn't report the murder of Harry by Jennifer. The crazy
Was it a
lady.
murder or a sacrifice? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't report that, so he would get charged for that. But if he helps the cops with this, then he won't get. He'll get off lighter.
I
But
wonder what the heavy one was.
man,
Yeah.
so it's muffed up, right?
Pretty fucked.
Like you'd rather go to jail than that,
Yeah.
because not only is he blocked, he gets blocked to everyone, and everyone sees him as red, not just as a blocked person.
Just the pedophile, the pedophile.
Yeah,
Um,
a sex offender,
yeah.
sort of thing,
yeah.
a pervert, and it's like he can't do anything now.
Yeah, I have questions about that.
How would you get
Assume
it out?
that notes still work. Like he can write shit down.
Yeah,
and-
but it's like he can't go to the shop. He can't converse with anyone. He has to write notes. There's so much that he can't do. Can he talk on the phone?
No, he wouldn't be able to do any of that. There's a lot of things. I don't know how he does shopping and stuff as well. Like, that'll be $5.80, and he's just going, I don't know what you're fucking saying.
Yeah.
It's just,
This technology is expanded on.
yeah, it
Think
seems.
back to that. And
Yeah.
not think back to it when we get up to there.
I don't know what you're
Oh, you
talking
mean
about.
like the.
There's a future episode where they expand on this same stuff
this
a
same
little
sort
bit
of
more.
technology. Oh, okay.
But there's a scene with that where I'm not sure if you guys saw it or thought about it the way I did. There's a guy standing there and he picks up a snow globe and he looks at Matt, but Matt's all red. Is it a thing where this guy's like, this guy's a pervert, I'm going to hit him with this? Or is it represent that this is Matt's personal snow globe thing? Because when it cuts to Joe, it does that. There's so many things. Joe gets left, his cookie gets left in it's 1,000 years a second
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And the music's playing, and it's pretty much torture of the copy.
He can't
And
turn off the music.
He can't
too.
turn off the music. He picks up the radio to smash it, and the music gets louder. And he does it multiple times, and it keeps getting louder and louder. And then it does this awesome thing where it zooms out through a cracked window.
Yeah.
Is that the beginning? Is that
Nice.
the intro bit? The cracked window?
They had the snow in there.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And that
yeah.
also relates to when he goes to
I
turn
mean, it
off
does
the
do it at the
radio at the
ending.
start. He turns it off successfully so they can talk.
Yeah. He's freaking out and it starts zooming out.
The cracks in the window. Is that the intro cracks? You know how... Did you see the special opening?
100%
see that.
is.
I didn't
We've
connect the
confirmed
two.
it.
I'm talking to Sceats
All
here.
right, let's
Wait, just because he doesn't get it. We were saying as well at the start he turns off the radio. That relates to that.
Yeah. But it zooms out. It zooms out through the window, which then zooms out of the snow globe, which then zooms into the room, out of the window, out of the snow globe, and it's just an infinite thing. And
If I wish it could be Christmas every day.
It's terrifying. So he's stuck in that for thousands of years.
Trying to say, like, is he in the snow globe?
Oh,
They
no,
put
so,
his chip
so
into
that's I'm saying that's Joe's punishment his copy's punishment at least, being stuck in the snow globe. Does that represent that now Matt, when that guy picks up the snow globe, is that representing his sort of punishment through that, or am I just looking too far into it?
Like a metaphor type thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I looked at it and went, hey, a snow globe.
I didn't really get any significance out of it.
It could just be a reminder of what he just did and now he's
Or
being
it could-
punished for it.
Or it's Christmas.
Every day.
Every day. Every day.
And he's red like Santa.
Holy shit. That does make sense. Yeah, no, he's fucked. It's a horrible punishment.
All of them's horrible.
Yeah, like I
The
don't
forever thing.
I think there's a theme going on with all these episodes is no one's really a good person and it always ends horribly for everyone.
Happy endings.
Basically, yeah.
There's no happy end. All the main characters were bad people and are either dead or fucking stuck in the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it happens in every episode. I'm waiting for the happy ending.
Waldo had an happy
Shut
ending.
up. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, so the thing about him not being able to say, how does he get a job? How is he getting paid now? How's he getting any money? He's fucked. He may as well be in prison.
It's just not right, is it?
It's too much, I feel. He couldn't even live. Are they going to want to serve him at the shop?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I can't serve, no reds allowed, mate. And he's just walking in because he can't hear him. So, I mean...
Just why wouldn't you blur out children?
Yeah, but he said, I guess it's like the pedophile thing, so you would understand where all children were. But maybe there's certain areas that are unblurrable. It's like, at this place, this is the unblurrable place. You go there and then you can get your shopping and you can work there because everything's unblurred. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, actually, he could just do a job of like fucking licking envelopes. I don't know why that was
your
the
eyes
thing.
and you're blind. Probably
That-
easier to be blind for
I
the
was
rest
going
of
to
your
say,
life.
yeah, it's like to have that thing of you can almost see something. It's like you can almost grab something, but then to never even have the option of grabbing it, it might be better. So you just fucking stab your eyes out.
Can you see
Imagine
other
porn.
Can you? But
Sorry, Bryce.
It would sound the same.
One of them's red. He shouldn't be doing porn.
imagine that. Imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, Bryce
you're
is
watching.
excited.
Imagine you're watching porn, and
Oh,
then
I'm there.
partway through it, one of the people goes red because they've just been turned on. It's like, wait,
She's not old enough.
Ron Jeremy did what? Oh wow,
Ron Burgundy.
Ron Bur-
you idiot.
So you're saying he didn't deserve what he got? It was a bit...
Which one?
Both of them.
Well, technically,
Yeah.
it didn't
Well,
happen to
no.
him. That's the other point. Because he was surprised that he...
I guess one of them
That
killed
was
it.
still
out.
Joe is getting, in
Joe's
trouble.
copy. It's a thing where it's like
But-
it's not real.
Yeah, but Joe's copy
code.
got him in trouble. So now this other guy is the real Joe is still getting in trouble for
Instead
something.
of getting, but he did murder someone, so then it's a thing.
I don't feel when you hear the whole story as well. Not the old guy. The old guy that's clear murder, but they're blaming the kid on him as well.
It's like neglect. I don't know. Maybe they have different laws in the future.
How fucking hard was it for just Beth to just say,
Yeah.
Look,
She's a coward.
it's just-
Communicate, people.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
So I had just a random question. Would you, if you had this technology, everyone's got it, would you block anyone? There'd be someone you would block?
yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad.
You're just yuck to look at.
Because you can't just say someone that, especially someone that you see all the time, you block them, then you've got to see that fucking stupid blur all the time.
Yeah.
And then it
That's more
just
annoying.
It
Yes.
points it out even more that they're there because
Yeah,
they stand out
But
more.
there's like that thing, right? Because you can like, so on Twitter or something, you can block people, right? And they don't know that you've blocked them. If you block someone in this, they know you've blocked them because they see the blur as well. You know? So it's kind of a thing where you're pretty much saying to them, I don't like you and I don't want to know anything about you and I'm blurring you out.
You reckon when the daughter's 18 is when the dad would be unblurred because it's her option now if she wants to
She's
block him?
already
He's
unblurred.
already.
No, but I'm saying if the mum didn't die,
Okay,
is
yeah.
it 18 when they get unblocked?
Yeah, that's a good
I'd
question.
Probably,
I'd imagine
yeah.
so.
Yeah, and that's your own choice if you want him blocked or not.
I reckon as soon there should be a state, maybe like 14 or something, they get the option of whether to stick with it because it's maybe 16. No, 18's a good age. Yeah,
What
you're
if
right.
they don't want to? Just because the mum doesn't like him, what she might like him.
That doesn't, especially because it's her dad. Well, okay,
Hey.
it's supposed
It
to
was
be.
just a man.
It's supposed to be, but
Did you have any add-on notes, Skeetsy?
I don't think so.
wait, Skeets is here.
Because you didn't speak. No, just kidding.
I don't have anything else. Not that I know of.
I just thought one scene was odd.
Which scene? The nipple one? Sorry.
There was just that guy who had no shirt on. Riding a horse in the middle of the street. Like, what the fuck?
Bryce's
Skeetsy?
face.
Skeetsy. Karen? Hey, Karen. Fuck
That's
you.
all I had to add.
I'm pretty sure when we watched this originally, we were doing that as
Yeah,
well.
we were.
Yeah.
It's a
You
classic.
probably want to do ratings and stuff.
Yeah. Skeetsy, what would you rate this one?
It's probably one of my new favorites. Well, top 2 or so. Probably like a 9. It was really fucking good, actually. The point where, it started out as 3 separate stories, and then they all came together as one.
Like
Fucking
explained itself as a
Brilliant.
one?
Yeah.
What would you rate it, Jason?
I am also going to go Skates completely with I'm doing 9 as well. Best episode so far
Cat.
for me. But I think because like I said before in another episode, twist, plot, technology, had all 3 of them. They were all really good. Bang. Thank your mother for the rabbits. Kieran, what did you rate it?
I'd go 8. There's bits that I think could have been sped up, cut, more explained. And then, once again, I know they're different writers, but there's some stuff they need to think about the plot holes. Or people,
Yeah.
I'm not saying any sex, because it's both sexes, not one. Jason's shaking his head, he's saying, no, it's one. He's pointing his finger up. But yeah,
Good one,
probably
Jay.
8 for me.
All right, Brycey.
All right, Bryce.
The moment
this-
we've all been waiting for.
Probably my lowest ones. It's 8.5, funnly enough.
Did you change it because I said 8?
No, 8. You want to see it?
No.
What the hell?
You
Put
had
it
it out
away.
before.
I don't know why you keep flopping it out.
Yeah, 8.5 for this one. It was good. I liked it. There you go.
Longest episode so far. Bang.
It wasn't that long though. I thought it was going to
It's
be
just over an
longer.
hour, right? This podcast
Oh
is...
wait, I thought we were talking about the.
What the
I
hell?
thought
Wait
Bryce-
a minute.
Oh, Bryce flopped it out again.
Yeah, he keeps on. I don't know why you got that patch there.
Yeah, what is
My
it?
nicotine patch.
It's like you've stitched on someone else's ball sack.
Mac got his cut off, so I just took that.
Hell? What does that mean?
All right. So we all enjoyed the episode. Skeetsy is looking at his notes. He's going to say something.
We might even read him now.
I do have one thing.
Oh, here we go. No, go.
I
Sorry.
cannot.
No, don't.
No, I was wondering why this episode is a special. It's not counted as season 2 or season 3. It's like in
It's definitely counted as season 2.
Well, it's
Is it?
under season 2.
It's a Christmas
episode 4.
special.
Okay, well,
No, it's season 2, episode 4. Well, that's what it comes under at IMDb and all that as well.
true.
But I'm pretty sure when this episode, when it gets to the credits, it goes based on the story by, and then it says some names and things. I'm Pretty sure. Like, that's a feature in the
If
credits.
you're pretty sure, I'm taking that as fact.
I
All
believe
right,
it.
100% fact.
Yeah, I read a thing. It was
Oh,
like
shit.
Oh,
After-
I believe
after-
this as well.
Yeah,
Don't
this
even
is
bother.
good.
Don't even bother.
Everyone.
after season 2 finished, they got greenlit for season 3, and they I'm trying to find the words here. They gave like promos to like show them what the season's going to be like sample trailers or whatever.
Season 3.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the company said they weren't great. They weren't Black Mirror enough. So
If I haven't seen the Waldo episode.
So as a compromise, they put all 3 of those stories into one episode, which is this one.
Oh.
Holy shit, Scasey's
Yeah.
coming with facts.
So
here.
That's why it
it was
goes so
hard to
long.
explain, but I got there.
Well, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if the same company does the other seasons, right? You know how I don't know, like an AMC or whatever. Like they could just because season 3 and 4 are all American.
Right.
It changes.
Spoilers.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
it's
to
not
clue.
really a spoiler. Because you're going different side of the world.
I'm
I
assuming
guess.
they're all given to different directors and different writers.
Yeah,
So like, are you making it for Black Mirror?
but this
it can go
it just
anywhere?
seems so weird that season 1 and 2 are all English, and then it goes to American after that.
How did you know they were
Right.
English? Is there any particular lines that stand out?
No, nothing's coming to me.
Me neither. Nothing sticks with this show.
No. Nothing reoccurring.
Yeah.
I'm a good singer.
We said that in this episode already.
Yeah,
Yeah, now we said it twice.
I think 3 times.
That's the first time I've said it.
Oh, fuck!
Good job, Jay.
They
All
don't
right.
say that.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Jeez,
I hope
if
you all
listened
enjoyed
all
it.
the way through. I tell you what, you got problems.
Thanks.
Jason, you're about to listen to this
That was
a
I
lot.
know I'm about to.
Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. Go follow Kirren on Twitter. He loves that.
Why?
Because your Twitter is the best. All,
Right.
all the latest competitions.
I gave up on that. It's too much effort.
Like and subscribe. That's Jason's thing. Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Have a great day.
Bye.